Staci McIntosh here to share with you how to beat the competition in your next interview. Think of it this way. Do you think that Miss America just wakes up one morning and says, "Hey, I guess I'm going to be on TV tonight. Wonder what that impromptu question's going to be like. Hoping something I know about." No, she does not. She prepares, as do politicians, as do people who give speeches, as do a variety of people whenever there is a high-stakes situation. And what's more high stakes than a job interview for something that you really, really want? So what are you gonna do? You're gonna prepare, and here's how. First thing you're gonna do, after you have anticipated your questions, you're gonna make sure that you write out some sample answers. Make sure you have a topic sentence and some examples. Make sure your examples are varied because you don't want to be using the same example for a variety of questions. So many people use the same example and apply it to multiple questions because they can't think of anything else. Make sure that's not you. Write out possible answers to 25 or 30 questions you think that you might get. 2, memorize the examples you have for each question you might get. So, for example, if you hear a question that's on collaboration, you should be thinking to yourself, "Oh, I know that collaboration example." As soon as you get a question on a conflict with a coworker, you have that example fresh in your mind. When you get another question about analyzing data, you have a specific example for that. You must memorize your examples. Why? Because you don't want to be sitting there trying to think of something that you haven't remembered and have to use the same example over and over and over again. Memorize your examples as they're related to topics. The final thing is practice, practice, practice. So you've anticipated your questions, you've memorized your examples, now it's time to put it all together. What you're going to do is you're going to put on your interview suit, go sit at a table, find some friends and family who are going to be most likely to criticize you, give them the 30 questions you prepared for, and have them ask you questions in an interview format. For about a 45-minute interview, they should be asking you somewhere between 8 to 10 questions. When you think about it, it makes perfect sense, right? If you're a professional athlete, you practice whatever you're doing. You practice basketball, you practice golf. You don't just think about it, you actually practice it. Thinking about it is important, visualizing is important, but so is actually practicing. And the same is true for interviewing. What you want to do is be yourself, but you want to be the most articulate, organized, eloquent version of yourself that you can be. When your answers are organized and practiced, it allows your experiences to come through to the interview team. If your answers are all over the place and you're wandering around and disorganized, it's really hard for the interview team to focus on who you are. And you don't want to have them work very hard to do that. When you put it all together and you practice, you're going to beat 90% of the competition in your interview. If you'd like some more ideas about how to nail your interview and connect with the interview panel, check out my book, Wheels Up, Mastering the Job Interview to Launch Your Career. It's available on Amazon in ebook and paperback form. Thank you.